You're a grown adult. You know the house is empty. You locked every door. And still, the second the lights go out, some part of you rushes up the stairs, refusing to look back. You've felt it. Last night, maybe. That prickle on the back of your neck in a dark room. We treat it like a childish thing we're supposed to outgrow. But you never did. Almost nobody does. And the reason isn't weakness. It's a program. One that's been running for 2 million years and has never once been switched off. You are a daytime animal. Your eyes are built for sunlight, packed with cones that go nearly useless the moment it fades. After sunset, you are effectively blind. So how did something this defenseless survive a world that only turned dangerous after dark? Not with strength, not with claws, not with better eyes. For 2 million years, when the sun went down, the world stopped belonging to us. We couldn't see. We couldn't run from what we couldn't find. And everything with an edge in the dark, sharper eyes, silent paws, came out to feed. You were never afraid of darkness itself. You were afraid of being the only creature in it that couldn't see, while everything hunting you could. And that everything wasn't imaginary. It had a name and a face. In the caves of Swartkrans, South Africa, researchers pulled out the skull of an early human with 2 clean puncture holes punched through the bone. What could pierce a human skull like paper in total darkness? The spacing between the holes matched one thing exactly: a leopard's lower fangs. Leopards hunt at night. They drag their kills up into trees. And for hundreds of thousands of years, we were not the top of the food chain. We were the easy meal walking through it. The night was their shift. Every rustle in the black could be the last sound you'd ever hear. Your fear has a face. It's the night hunter that ate the humans who wandered too far from the fire, which is exactly why your brain stopped waiting to be sure. In the dark, it assumes the worst, on purpose. If you've ever felt that instinct and wondered where it comes from, that's this whole channel. Subscribe, and we'll keep taking apart the ancient wiring you never knew you were running. Sit in a dark room, and your brain starts doing something strange. It fills the emptiness with shapes. A coat on a chair becomes a figure. A creak becomes a footstep. If the room is empty, why is your brain so certain it isn't? It's called hyperactive agency detection. When you can't see, your brain runs the odds. Assume the shadow is nothing, and you're right almost every time. Until the one night you're wrong, and it kills you. Assume it's a threat, and the worst you lose is a little sleep. So evolution made the call for you. Better to be wrong 1,000 nights than dead a single one. The monster in the dark isn't a glitch in your mind. It's the safest bet your survival ever made. But there's one signal it treats as more dangerous than any shape. The feeling of being watched. You know the feeling. A dark room, no one there. And then, certainty. Something is behind you. The hair on your neck lifts before a single thought forms. Why can you feel eyes in the dark that you cannot possibly see? Because a predator about to strike does one thing first. It fixes its eyes on you. For millions of years, a stare out of the dark was the last warning you would ever get. So your brain built an alarm for it. One that fires the instant it suspects a gaze, even when your eyes find nothing. It's wrong almost every time. It only has to be right once. That crawling certainty on your skin isn't paranoia. It's an ancient alarm, built to catch a predator's stare half a second before it moves. And if staying alert while awake was hard, evolution faced a far worse problem. Sleep. Every night you do something insane for a prey animal. You lie down, close your eyes, and go unconscious for 8 hours. In the exact window your hunters were most awake. How do you survive the night when surviving means going blind and paralyzed inside it? You don't. Not fully. Your sleep stays shallow enough to snap you awake at a single broken twig. And the first night in a new place, half your brain refuses to rest at all. One hemisphere stays on guard, the same trick dolphins use so they don't drown in their sleep. Scientists call it the first night effect. You felt it in every hotel room, every new bed. You never truly surrender to the dark. You post a sentry inside your own head and leave it on watch till morning. But a sentry can only warn you. To actually win the night, humans needed a weapon, and they found one. For most of our story, night meant hiding, waiting, hoping, powerless. What finally flipped it? What handed a slow, half-blind animal power over the dark? Fire. Around 1 million years ago, we learned to control it, and everything changed. Fire pushed the darkness back. It burned a ring of light that leopards and hyenas would not cross. For the first time, there was a place the night could not reach. We cooked in it, slept beside it, told our first stories in its glow. The campfire was the first safe space in human history, the moment we stopped being the hunted, at least until the flames burned low. That feeling never left us. Stare into a fire tonight, and the calm you feel is 2 million years old. And it explains why the dark grips one group harder than anyone else. Turn off a child's light and watch what happens. The blanket pulled to the chin, the feet that will not hang off the bed, the absolute certainty that something lives in the closet. Why does the fear scream loudest in the ones least able to fight it? We tell children there's nothing to be afraid of. Evolution disagrees, loudly. A child is the slowest, smallest, softest thing in the dark. To a night predator, a child was the easiest meal in the camp. So the instinct doesn't wait to be taught. It arrives on schedule, peaking between the ages of 2 and 7, screaming its warning at exactly the humans most likely to be taken. Kids aren't being irrational. Their alarm is simply turned up to the volume evolution saved for its most vulnerable prey. Which leaves one last question, the strangest of all. Because the predators are gone. So why are you, right now, still afraid? Tonight, you'll move through a dark house that is almost certainly empty. No leopard waits on the stairs, and still, some part of you will move a little faster. The predators are extinct. The lights never fully go out. So why won't the fear leave? Because the fear was never really about the dark. It's about who survived it. Every human who felt nothing, who strolled calmly into the black, who ignored the stare, who slept too deep, was the one most likely to be caught before they ever had children. Their calm died with them. The nervous ones, the flinchers, the ones who ran from nothing 1,000 times. They lived, and they passed it down to you. You flinch at the dark because you are the descendant of the ones who flinched and survived. It was never a weakness you failed to outgrow. It's proof you were built by survivors. The fear kept them alive. What it's trying to protect you from now is a question for another night.